98.9 Nash Icon. It's Adam Webster. Thanks for waking up with me. And I've got a special guest right now as the Claude Monet Immersive Experience is coming to downtown Worcester, opening September 11th in the Mercantile Center. I've got John Zaller, the executive producer, on the phone. Good morning, John.
Morning, Adam. Thrilled to be talking to you about Claude Monet Immersive Experience.
When I spoke to you before the Van Gogh Experience, which was a huge hit and stayed open longer than originally planned, you described it to me and it sounded amazing. And when I went, I got to be honest, it exceeded my expectations.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's what we're looking for. You know, I think that's something that we see a lot. People who wouldn't necessarily go to an art museum, like, oh, I'm going to go to the art museum today, saying, I want to go see this new way of experiencing art. It really does make art very accessible, and that's also why, again, the central location is part of our overall plan. It's a great way to dip your toe in the water, learning more about art.
So what I've learned from the Van Gogh Experience, and what I'm extremely excited about the Claude Monet Immersive Experience downtown Worcester opening September 11th, is that I knew very little about the artist, even less about his paintings, and now you get to step inside, literally step inside Instagrammable moments of the paintings, and the use of technology like the virtual reality was incredible. The 360-degree projection in 4K digital that goes for about a half an hour. I spent probably 90 minutes in there because I learned so much, and it's meditative.
Monet, the immersive experience, is going to have a similar effect where from the minute you enter to the time you leave, you're completely immersed in the world of Claude Monet. We're going to go into his artist studio at Giverny and be able to study his paintings the way he studied them. We've recreated his gardens at Giverny, so you're going to be able to walk those amazing Japanese bridges that created his incredible garden. And then you will enter the immersive experience where over 400 of Monet's paintings come to life like you've never seen them before. And then, of course, we have a virtual reality experience as well, where you're going to actually be able to travel through Monet's paintings and see the world through the artist's eyes.
And I love the way, if it's anything like Van Gogh, the way it's laid out. So when you go in, and like me, if you don't know anything about the artist, and I know a lot of people are art lovers and they already do, but first you learn about the artist. A museum experience where you can read and you can learn, and there is some interactivity. Then you move into a room that lets you step into the paintings that you just learned about. Then, once you know about this stuff, that's when you go into the immersive room and spend that 35 minutes or as long as you want, letting it come to life around you in 360. Then you end it all with the virtual reality, which I highly recommend. Don't skip the virtual reality because it brings it all together.
And with Monet, we have some great opportunities to talk about how photography was just becoming en vogue. It had really just been developed. And people thought, okay, well, now there's photography. Painting is obviously dead. And Monet said, that's not true, because a photograph can show you what something looks like, but a painting can show you what it feels like. And that was really Monet's overall motif, was channeling that emotion, that energy, trying to capture the essence of light in his paintings. And you learn all about this in this first gallery. We also have 3 great documentaries that take you through Monet's early years, the way he developed his work, and then his masterpiece of the water lilies that we spend a lot of time on and were really a part of his gardens at Giverny. And then the next thing you know, you're standing in Monet's studio at Giverny, and you're surrounded by all the paintings in reproduction that Monet would have had around him during his lifetime. It's a really special place. It's very transportive, and you walk out the door and you're in his gardens. You're walking through Monet's gardens. I'm sure with the romantic landscape we've created in Worcester, we're going to have more than one marriage proposal in those gardens. I can guarantee that.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's also a great space for private events. School groups love it. We've got a special relationship with Notch Brewery, who's got a setup right inside of the experience. It's a place where you can learn, but you can also socialize.
I am very much looking forward to going through the Claude Monet Immersive Experience downtown Worcester in the Mercantile Center. It opens on September 11th. John Zaller is the executive producer. And one more time, let us know where we can get tickets.
MonetExpo.com. And we're going to be open every day except for Tuesdays. Thanks, Adam. We'll see you in Worcester soon.